and with the King family, Martin and family. And understand, there's Martin III, we celebrate a legacy of your beloved father and mother. They worked for the beloved community, but congratulations today, the honorees, including your wife, who I understand is a birthday today? Well, look, my wife has a rule in her family. When somebody's birthday, sing happy birthday. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Valen.
Say what?
Happy birthday, dear Valen. Happy birthday to you. Well, it's hell turning 30, but you got to put up with it.
You must have got manure for your brains.
You for brains.
A tough year for the King family, just simply trying to celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I mean, first we had that monstrosity of a statue unveiled in Boston the other day honoring Martin Luther King Jr., and several of his family members were extremely offended by the statue. I mean, it looked like a giant... Wow, I'm not going to say again what it looked like. I featured that in the last video if you want to go check that out and see for yourself what it looked like. Now we have former Vice President Joe Biden singing happy birthday to Martin Luther King Jr.'s oldest son's wife. Now, this year, her birthday fell on MLK Jr. Day, so Joe figured he'd sing her happy birthday. Great, right? Nice of him. Well, the thing is, he didn't use her name. He called her Vava, and her name is Andrea Waters King. Andrea Waters King. I mean, I guess you could see how he got the two messed up. Vava and Andrea Waters King. It's kind of like potato. Anyway, Joe had a really tough week. They keep sticking him out in front of people. What do they expect? But anyway, Joe was talking about his recent Supreme Court Justice appointee, Ketanji Brown Jackson, and he had this to say.
Those are the words of Ketanji Brown Jackson, our Supreme Court judge.
You are one dumb son of a b****.
Now, Joe's vice president, Kamala Harris, didn't have the greatest week either. I don't know if you guys remember a couple months ago when she called into a morning talk show. I think it was the Morning Hustle or something. And she was talking with the host about Russia and Ukraine and the conflict there. And it was like she was talking to a bunch of little children. And that's truly how these people think. They think they're smart and we're dumb.
So Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine. So basically, that's wrong.
What the f***? You gotta love diversity hires. Anyway, Kamala was letting her genius shine through again. Roll it.
I convened, and I've convened now at least 3 times, a group that has their acronym, CARICOM. It is the Caribbean nations, island nations. In the Western Hemisphere, that is where the Caribbean is. We are also in the Western Hemisphere. They are our neighbors.
No, Sherlock.
Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Now, if you're wondering what's going on the screen here while I've been running my mouth for the past couple minutes, and I know today's intro was a little longer than normal, but today's video is going to be a little different than normal, but trust me, you're not going to want to miss it. Anyway, on this screen here, I think they're calling this the Gang of America, right? The Gang of America. We have 4 different police patrol vehicles from 4 different major U.S. cities. We have Houston, Chicago, New York City, and San Francisco. And one of the things that these police patrol vehicles all have in common is they're all decked out in the gay pride insignia and the pride decals and such. Now, I don't know what the plan is here, but it seems to be spreading. Is it they're going to have one of these patrol vehicles all decked out with rainbows in every major U.S. city in the next, 3 to 5 years? I don't know what's going on here, but as I said, it seems like the Gang of America is spreading like wildfire.
It just seems kind of gay, doesn't it?
Super gay.
And that brings us right into our next story, which I'm just going to skim over very briefly. So last night in the NHL, which is the National Hockey League, which is the professional hockey league for the United States, and Canada's got some teams there too, they had Pride Night. Yes, you heard me. Pride Night for the NHL. This was in Philadelphia at the Philadelphia Flyers Arena. They played, I think, the Mighty Ducks, and this is the Jumbotron from inside the arena. You can see there the Flyers logo has the Pride flag in it. And they made the players put the patches on their jerseys up, just like that, the Pride patches on their jerseys, and rainbow tape on their hockey sticks, and come out during warm-ups with that. I don't think they did it the whole game, but during warm-ups, it was a whole big thing. It was insane. And I think there was only one player for the Flyers that said, oh, no, I'm not participating in your silly little games. And he didn't come out during warm-ups. Of course, he's catching all kinds of pushback and being called all kinds of names now, but bravo for him for standing up for what he believes in. So not only is it taking over our police force, not only, as we've seen in the past, it's taking over our military, now it's taking over our pro sports.
This sounds very gay.
All right, let's see what kind of brain aids are happening over in the wacky world of woke TikTok. It says, stop being late. Stitch coming. Okay, roll it.
Can we stop, normalizing people being late? It's not cute, it's not funny, it's not a...
When y'all are ready to learn about the connections between this, and the white American cultural norm with obsessing over being on time, please let me know. Please. Because as someone who is Black, queer, has ADHD, and studies African American history and culture, it's one of my favorite things to talk about. It's going to be so much fun. But, until then, we could just keep acting like that's a completely harmless opinion that has no historical context whatsoever.
Are you off your meds or something?
The sad part about that is I bet that young lady has a whole medicine cabinet full of pharmaceuticals that she takes to help her get through the day. But the thing is, she just said she obviously doesn't think too highly of Black and brown people if she thinks that they can't be on time, right? Being on time, she said, it's part of the patriarchy, homophobia, and white supremacy, all this nonsense. And then did you notice how up in the corner she had all these payment apps? She wants people to send her money for those absolutely absurd opinions. Good luck. Anyway, this next clip is probably the craziest thing you're going to hear all day. Maybe the craziest thing you've heard all week. And there's a solid chance it'll be the craziest thing you've heard all year. Roll it.
I would encourage the committee to vote no on this amendment for a few reasons: practical, financial, social, emotional. First, there are a lot of schools that are moving towards gender-neutral bathrooms, and if we add female, we might become obsolete very quickly. Second, not all students who menstruate are female. We need to make sure that all students have access to these products. There are obviously less non-female menstruating students, and therefore their usage will be much lower. And that was actually calculated into the cost of this and how much we decided to fund it. And so we do not expect that the non-female menstruating students will use these products as much as the students using female bathrooms, but it's important to have them there. And that brings me to just the social emotional reasons for that. These students who are not female, who menstruate, face a greater stigma and barrier to asking for these products. And so providing them in an easily accessible place in all student bathrooms is particularly important for those students.
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You are a idiot.
Told you, probably the craziest thing you're going to hear all year. Now, she said she wants to put women's menstrual products in all the bathrooms, right? Because not all students who menstruate are female, so we shouldn't keep them just in the women's room. Is that kind of what I gathered? It's complete and utter horseshit. Everybody knows it's a bold-faced lie. I think that lady honestly believes that, though. She's obviously got something wrong. I hope and pray she gets the help she needs, but that's crazy. That's lunacy right there. That's where we're at. Anyway, Geraldo. Geraldo. Now, Geraldo's a very successful person. He's had a fantastic career. It just makes you wonder. I mean, I don't know. I just dumb people can be successful. He's on Fox News now. He's part of the Five. He's just another establishment shill. Listen to his take on ARs. Roll it.
If that's a word, it makes macho the people who possess it. Oh, look at me, I'm a big deal.
It's a rifle.
And it's not a rifle.
Yes, it's
Greg.
a rifle.
It is a machine.
What does AR stand for?
It is an automatic rifle.
No, that's not what it is.
Well, all I know is that AR-15s have no place in American society other than sport clubs.
Okay.
And I agree with him on that. I also think, ironically, that we do need more IRS agents if they say,
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
All right, guys, before we go any further, we have no sponsors for today's video. So if you would like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below. I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. The comment says, my name is Cypress. I use they, clown, she pronouns, but nobody has ever actually used clown, self for me. Well, I promise if I ever see you, I will absolutely call you a clown. So let's hear the response to that. Roll the film, please.
This is Cypress, and Clown mentioned not having people use clown or clown self pronouns for clown, and so in this situation, I would make sure that I exclusively use clown pronouns to talk about Cypress, so Cypress knows that I see clown self for who clown is, and I want clown to be hearing those pronouns.
I don't know what the you're talking about.
Now, there you have it. That's proof that these people don't want to be taken seriously. If someone says my pronouns are clown, self, that's when you say, okay, I get it. I'm not going to be involved in your silly little games, but go ahead and play them over there. They don't want to be taken seriously. Anyway, I can't take anymore. We're going to be wrapping it up on Prime Minister Blackface. Excuse me, Dictator Trudeau. Excuse me. Prime Minister Trudeau. I apologize. Anyway. He's talking, apparently in this video clip, he's talking about the, well, you guys know the Fauci sus, but I don't know, I think they slid a little something in his syringe. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Anyway, guys, clearly things are getting crazy out there, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time. Love you guys. Peace. Roll the film, please.
Getting that shot really was an amazing feeling. It hits you.
You on drugs? I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure. True international effort to pressure. True international effort to pressure.